everyone, and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Hey, this time, let's talk about idea mashups. What does that mean? Well, it means putting stuff together that doesn't really go together in order to see what happens, and to come up with new ideas. The more different the things are, the better. Putting ideas together like this will help you stretch and exercise your imagination. It's a way to get your creative juices flowing, and if you're one of those people who suffers from some sort of creative block, this will help you. Sometimes when some people sit down at a blank piece of paper or the blank computer screen, they stare at the blankness, they get intimidated by it, they say to themselves, "What am I going to do? Oh no, I don't have any ideas." Well, sure you do. Everybody has ideas. You just need to get them going. So, here is what to do. Think of stuff that doesn't go together, like Mr. Spock and a football helmet and some polka dot socks. Or a grasshopper and a new Mercedes-Benz. Or a banana and a chainsaw. Things like that. Now you have something to explore on your blank piece of paper. I know, it's weird, but listen, boys and girls, weird is where the good stuff comes from. Oh, weird is where the good stuff comes from. Weird is where your exploration lives. If you only ever think and do the stuff you've done before, then you'll miss out on the good stuff weirdness gives. Oh, weird is where the good stuff comes from. Weird is where your exploration lives. If you only ever think and do the stuff you've done before, then you'll miss out on the good new stuff that weirdness gives. All right, let's do an idea mashup and do some weird stuff. Here is a monkey riding a shark, delivering a pizza. You know, the idea of mashing weird ideas together isn't new. There are also variations of this exercise that can be very helpful too. Like, sometimes when you're faced with a creative problem, it's very helpful to ask, what is the wrongest way I could do this? I mean, what would be the very worst possible way to solve this creative problem? Sometimes answering that question can help you get to the right answer. And when you're an artist, oftentimes it's go weird or go home. So anyway, here's Monkey and Shark Pizza Delivery. Our pizza is untouched by human hands. But instead of that, I like pay up or we will chomp you. Which led to Chimp and Chomp's Pizza Delivery. At first, I think it was just a monkey. He was calling himself probably Coco's Pizza. But all of his customers lived on different islands, and so he had to find a way to deliver. And the shark is a local. He can probably swim really fast. He's dangerous, but if the monkey can guarantee his own safety somehow, the shark is a pretty good way to get around. I mean, the monkey is not likely to get mugged out in open water riding a shark. What keeps the shark from eating the monkey? I don't know. The shark is ruled by his stomach, so he's getting food out of someplace, I promise you that. Plus, I think the shark gets to eat anybody who doesn't pay for their pizza. So, you see what I'm doing here, right? I'm finding the logical of an illogical world. Children are doing this constantly. I love how children can be so logical and so wrong at the same time. What do you mean people don't get smaller inside of an airplane? I've seen it. It's nice for stuff to make sense, isn't it? But, you can be careful that stuff doesn't make too much sense. G.K. Chesterton wrote, "The madman is not the man who has lost his reason. The madman is the man who has lost everything except his reason." That's right. While you're looking for internal logic, don't forget that there are things like humor and whimsy. Happy people are the people that do stuff that doesn't have to amount to anything. All right? Like whistling when you walk down the street, or hitting tall grass with a stick, or singing along to a song that you like. Doesn't have to amount to anything at all. That's good. That relieves a lot of unnecessary and potentially poisonous pressure. Hey, get used to living with stuff that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're there already anyway, aren't you? Really? I mean, come on, Dennis Rodman is your same species. Not me, man. Monsters are even weirder, but all right, that's got to be done by now. Monkey and Shark Pizza Delivery, or Chimp and Chomp's To Your Beach Pizza. You may ask, can they swim up to your boat? And I think, no, the shark has seen Jaws and has a strict no-boat delivery policy, so no boats. I don't know. I'm making it all up as I go along. Hey, earlier in the show, I showed you this painting by my friend and fellow artist David Slonim. That painting is called Fire and Ice. That's a Nice, two things that don't really go together well. David is exploring the relationship between non-representational color. He's a seasoned nature painter, and so many of his rhythms come from there. He's reaching for jazz right now. It's beautiful, isn't it? Hey, Paint by Monster would like to thank the following patrons on Patreon. My dear friend, Mr. Chris Julius. Saturday Morning Media, where you can see Uncle Interloper. Well Communications Group of Nampa, Idaho. The amazing Mr. Lar D'Souza. The lovable Mr. John Kelly. The mysterious Mr. Stephen Schleicher. Mademoiselle Laura Darby Singh. And my newest patron, Kung Fu Master Jacob P. Beatty. Oh, thank you for supporting Paint by Monster and all that Paint by Monster may become. You are funding fun, and I, for one, believe your taste impeccable. So thank you, each and every one. And to have me add your name here, go to patreon.com and search for Paint by Monster. Next time on Paint by Monster, well, probably it ought to be the Christmas video for this year, right? Or at least one of them. Probably. Man, I don't know.